How's everybody doing? It's your boy DJ Trev. Just a couple minutes. We're going to be chatting with some of the Lunatics token guys. This is going to be a very, very brief one. We're just going to talk about a few things about the launch and just kind of explain some things that were a little confused earlier. I'll be back to you. Oh, I thought I was muted. I'll be back to you shortly. All right. Hang in there. Who else is coming in? Do you know?
I think it's just going to be me. It's been such a hectic day.
I mean, that's fine. You know, that works just fine. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And then if any of these guys jump in, that's fine. They can just, slide on in. YouTube, it's your boy Trev. I'm here today with Sega from the Lunatics token. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to keep this quick because what is it, like 10 o'clock at night where you are?
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I don't want to keep it. It's Friday night. I don't know what you got going on, but I don't want to hold you up.
Not much. My bed
Okay.
is waiting.
All right. So the whole reason for this, and this was really impromptu. Earlier today, we were all in Matthew Perry's live stream. Me, Sega, and who else was it? Duncan was in there, right? And Duncan. And we were talking about vesting, and Matthew had a little confusion about it, so we wanted to clear that up. Before we get to all that, I got to congratulate you guys because this thing's killing it, right?
It's amazing, amazing.
Pre-sale. What was your soft cap on the pre-sale?
Well, the soft cap for us to creep over and at least get the launch going was 100 BNB. That's 100
BNB, right?
Yeah.
You 10x'd that.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
We ended up on 1,090.
Oh my goodness. Almost 1,100. Yeah. That's crazy. Now I remember you saying in the last interview that we had, you were saying, 100. I think you fully expected to get the 100. But if you got 500, I think you would have been thrilled. Right?
Yeah, we were.
So you blew it out.
Yeah, amazing. Just like exceeded all expectations, but yeah.
And I mean, and that is with a lot of people, never having dealt with pink sale before. So trying to figure things out, I get it wasn't really that easy and that straightforward, but even with all that, killed the pre-sale. Congratulations, beautiful. Today was a launch, right?
Correct, yeah.
How we doing?
So, I think we're creeping up to like a 2x. I think we opened up at like 830K. I think we're up to like 1.4 million now. The chart is just green, and it's a couple of small like cells and what have you. But yeah, you can see it there. I mean, in a market like this right now, to look at a chart like that, it's amazing. And you can see like we've got healthy liquidity. We've got 724 BNB in the liquidity pool. So that kind of helps like big investors. They look at the strength of the pool before they throw their money in. And we've had some like 40 BNB buys and stuff like that, some crazy stuff going on. And it's just a really stable chart. It's amazing. I mean, I've totally blown us out. But
I think they call this bullish.
Yeah, I think that is the word for sure.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. So congratulations on that too. Go ahead.
It's definitely helped from people like yourself, obviously, that have just like obviously after the first time we spoke and speaking about us, Matthew obviously is relentless like as an investor, and he's I think he's made probably like 6 or 7 videos just this week, like and just off his own back. So like people have played a huge part, and obviously we're hoping it's just the beginning, and we're gonna grow something really special here. And
I mean, it's off to an unbelievable start. Tremendous start. Yeah, Matt has put out a few videos. I sent Matt a link to this. He told me in the live stream, he told me, listen, if you're gonna do it, let me know about it and I'll post it. And so I sent him all kind of information, and I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
Yeah, he's right. Listen, he's not only busy with everything he's doing as far as research and really trying to get on and spread the information about the things that he believes in like this, but he's a family man. He's got kids, he's
Yeah.
got the wife, he's got like 8 cats and 3 dogs, and not sure what's going on, but he's got flies all over the place he's contending with, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
but yeah, it would be great if he drops in. If he doesn't, that's fine. So the question that came up was regarding the vesting. Now, so there was a private sale first and
yeah.
foremost before everything, right?
Yeah.
Do we, has it been said, do we know like how many sales were there? How many people involved in that?
So basically we had a private sale. Obviously, this is to get like kind of get startup funds for the project. So obviously the story behind our project and how we all came together was, through other bad projects and kind of wanted like clean up the space a little bit. And so we didn't run a private sale in a sense of making it public. We quite selectively picked people that we know can either bring something to the project or really diamond hands, that people that really are there for the long haul, not something for a quick, like quick fix and then jump ship. So
Yeah.
we quite selectively picked. I think the total is, I got it wrong yesterday when I mentioned it because I had one sheet in front of me and it's 36, but it's
Okay.
actually 63 investors in the private sale. We raised 70 BNB.
Right.
And that was initial startup funds to get the project off the ground.
So 63 investors in the private sale,
Yeah.
starting off with 100 billion supply. Of that 63 investors, what percentage or what number of that supply does that represent?
Right. So allocated for the private sale was 20% of the supply.
20%. Okay. All right.
Okay, which is quite normal in a private sale. But obviously, with the surprise of the fair launch and the allocation set for the fair launch, the private holders ended up being quite a few X's off launch. Now, well, just for investor kind of trying to make the whole thing fair for everybody. Obviously, it raised the question of whether the private sellers would dump on new investors or the pre-salers.
Right.
So it was raised in the TG, and we were having conversations with obviously the community, and we felt the best thing to do was to approach the private holders and basically ask them if they would be willing to either burn some of the tokens or extend the vesting period. Now, initially they were vested, and the vesting period that was agreed with them was 20% at launch, and then 20% every week for until they received all their tokens. So then we had, luckily because they were quite selected, we could reach out to them and actually ask the question. I mean, if this happened in another project where it was a public-private sale, you would never be able to reach out to people and even ask the question. So it would have been the dead conversation. So
Sega, let me, if I can interrupt you for a second, all right? Because this was part of the confusion with Matt and maybe some other people. A lot of times when you're not really involved with this kind of thing, when I think of vested, I know that with my company, if I've got a 401k or I got something and they're matching, and if I'm vested, in other words, if I'm with the company for a certain amount of time, then all the money that they matched and put into my 401k, I get to keep all of that. So when I think of vesting, that's what I think of. In this case, can you, in simple terms, can you explain to everybody exactly what you mean by vested, by these guys being vested?
So in crypto, when you invest in a project in a private sale, you may be asked to vest your tokens. And in crypto, what that means is you're agreeing not to receive your tokens all at once and to receive them over a period of time. So because obviously you gain an advantage of investing in the private sale because you have the opportunity to be multiple X's up before the launch. Obviously, when the starting market caps, just like you invest in any company, like in an IPO, by the time it reaches the public, there's many people that have invested to get that company off the ground. Yeah. Right. So, but in crypto, it just basically means you're agreeing to receive your tokens over a period of time rather than getting it all at once. Because what that kind of does, it kind of creates a bit of fear to new investors, whether these people that are already multiple X's up, they'll dump on new investors. But if they're only receiving small amounts of tokens along the way, that gives that kind of confidence that you can invest in, because then private investors are not receiving all their tokens, and they're in it for the long haul. So it's just for like a peace of mind for all new investors. Okay. So in this scenario, we approached the private investors, and because they were selected, and people that we know are going to support the project for the long haul. They were very responsive and came up with this new vesting period, which went way beyond what the community was asking. Yeah, so like a big shout out to all the private holders. They were amazing in coming around and agreeing to that, and it just proved to the community that these people are diamond hands. They're in the project for the long haul. They believe in what we're doing here, and it's not so much about the money. They see the bigger picture further down the line. So they came out with this crazy kind of like vesting period compared to what they were initially offered, and they even accepted selling rules. So even when they did get their tokens, they would abide by some selling rules as well. So
I'm sorry, I'm not getting that word. They accepted, what is it?
Selling rules.
Okay.
Selling.
Yep.
So basically, if you want, I can run through what they've actually agreed. So they've agreed right now to receive their total amount of tokens over 10 installments over 4 months. So, and they haven't even received any tokens before launch. They've agreed to have their first allocation a week after the launch. Okay. And then every fortnight after that to receive 10%. And that's how they'll receive the tokens until they receive the tokens. I think the vesting period now is lasting about 4 to 4.5 months. That's what it works out to. At the same time, when they do receive their tokens, just for even more kind of new investor confidence that the private holders are diamond hands, even when they receive their tokens now, they're abiding by selling rules, and they can only sell their tokens on an upward trending chart. So when it's a positive chart,
the second green candle, right? Yeah,
green candle, and they can only sell a certain amount of tokens per day. So I mean, they've gone way beyond what anyone even asked them to do, and
did I read it right? It was the second green candle on an hour chart.
2 hour,
right?
2 hour chart.
2 hour chart.
Second green candle on a 2 hour chart, and the maximum tokens they can sell is 25 million tokens. And bearing in mind, yesterday when the pre-sale finished, one BNB bought you 32 million tokens. So on pre-sale money, that's less than even that. So they're only allowed to sell 25 million tokens per day, even when they receive their tokens. So I mean, if you see the response in the TG, I know you couldn't get in there today, but if you saw the response,
I got banned somehow. I never even got in, and I got banned.
To be honest, we asked someone to help us out, because obviously on launch day there's so many false contracts that get thrown into a TG to try and get people to obviously buy into a scam, so like a scam contract. Yeah. We asked someone to help us out, and I think they went just a little bit OTT on the security. And obviously you found that out for yourself.
Yeah. I got link after link. No matter what I tried to do, I could not get into that Telegram. It was
so when
frustrating.
When you do get in, have a look in the pinned messages, and you'll see when I posted what the private holders agreed to do. Yeah. And see if you see the response from the community, like they were shocked, like wow, they couldn't believe what the actual private holders actually agreed to. So
yeah, because the original tweet that came out talking about the vesting and exactly what the rules were totally different than what we've ended up with. And did it get changed twice? Did you put out two different it changed 2 times right before we ended up with this?
Yeah, because what happened was, obviously, once we surpassed the 100 BNB soft cap, and it happened so quickly, I mean, within minutes, we were at 300 BNB. So I kind of felt that it might be an issue with the community. So I already started the ball rolling with talking to the private holders. And initially, they were instant in saying, yeah, no problem, just change the vesting. So I came up with a quick extension to the vesting, and then posted it so the community knew we were making efforts to try and and try and do something about it. And then obviously the pre-sale just kept going and going and going. So the issue just came slightly a bit more, you know, the problem came, yeah. So, and obviously the community were asking us, and I said, listen, the private holders are reasonable people. I know we can reach out to them. It might take a bit of time because we're in different time zones, but give me a chance. I'll speak to them and we'll come back with something, some kind of medium that everyone can be happy with. And again, like I said, they went beyond what we could ever expect.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, right from jump, it's about transparency. It's about doing what's best for the community,
Exactly.
and making those steps to gain everybody's trust. Because I mean, you know, let's be honest, we've all seen, you know, these tokens and these different things, and you know, people jump into them and then they end up getting screwed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you guys have really taken so many steps to make sure that everybody is very confident, from getting somebody like Duncan involved, to, you know, to these kind of things. It's step by step. It's to make sure that the community is comfortable, and I'll tell you, right, it's appreciated. I guarantee you, it's appreciated.
I appreciate
and it's gonna make things continue to grow, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, even today, I mean, I don't know if you know the space and if you know, like, some of the big callers. I don't know if you've heard of Travelad before.
I don't think I have. No.
Okay, so he's one of the biggest callers in the space, and I mean, to get him to call a project and do it an AMA with him will cost you tens of thousands. Yeah, that's how like he's that big in the space, and he's been helping us because exactly like the kind of, you know, ethos we're trying to portray with the project, the kind of things that we're trying to, you know, make a difference in the space. And I mean, even today, he got in contact with us and offered us a free MA that would normally cost $12,000, and like just to get us on, because he's trying to, you know, help change the space as well. And it's I mean, the response has just been mind blowing.
Just to be clear, am I getting 10 grand? 10 grand? Is that what you said I'm getting?
I thought you were paying me.
You know, and that's another thing. So no one has any doubt. Me, Matt, none of us. We're not asking for a dime for this. You know, it's all about just getting the information out to everybody. Nothing that you're hearing here right now, or nothing you'll ever hear on our channels, is advising anybody to buy anything, to sell anything, to hold anything. It's just about getting the information out to you so that you can do your due diligence and make up your own mind, what you're going to do with your money. But nobody's getting paid for it. We believe in the project. And that's why, you know, anytime these guys need me to jump on, you know, even on a Friday night, even when I haven't had my first drink, you know, I'm here. Right.
We appreciate it. We appreciate all the time.
I appreciate you guys. I really do. So, all right. So I think we spelled that out about the vesting. Hopefully that clarifies everything. Was there anything else you wanted to say about it?
Well, I'll let you explain the vesting to Matt then.
Me explain it to Matt? Yeah. I'm still trying to get Matt to watch the first interview. He keeps telling me, "Oh, I want to watch. I can't watch. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it." All right. Whenever you're ready.
No worries.
No, Matt's a great guy. He's very busy. We're all busy. We're all doing the best we can, you know. So it is what it is. But yeah, if I ever hear from him, I'll certainly ask him to watch this and let him listen to you explain it, because I'm sure you just did a better job than I'll do. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, for jumping on. I mean, I just contacted you guys earlier. Hey, do you want to explain this thing? Yeah, let's do it. Right. So I appreciate that. Community appreciates you guys. And I don't know, go do whatever you're going to go do on a Friday night, I guess.
Well, I might try and get a few hours because I haven't slept for like 3 days.
Yeah, I bet.
No worries.
All right. All right. Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon.
Care.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was it. So if there are any other questions about it, leave comments in the comment section, and I will try to get more clarification. But I think that clarified it for me, because I'll be honest with you, it's not like I really understood it either. You know, this is all new to me. I'm learning it as you're learning it. We're learning as we go. But I appreciate the fact that these guys are willing to jump on and just give some explanations about stuff. Very shortly, we are going to be talking to, I mean, not today. I'll get back to you exactly when. I think it's tomorrow. I think we're scheduled for 6:00 p.m. Eastern time where I am. I'm in the Boston, Massachusetts area. I think it's 6:00 tomorrow. We're going to be talking to a few members of the Terra Rebels, and they want to get on and they want to show their faces and they want to meet people and they want to chit chat about who they are, why they are, when they are, what they're doing. So I hope that you'll come back for that tomorrow. Look for some posts on Twitter. So we'll, so we can hone in that time, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, I don't know what that is, UTC or that all confuses me. It's right now, it's 5:20 p.m. where I am. Tomorrow, a half an hour from now is when we're going to do this. Okay. So come and check me out then. All right. If you could, before you leave, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I appreciate you all. I will see you later. Ciao.